Well, good morning. Boy, that's a tepid good morning, I tell you. You remind me of a congregation I used to serve up in the northern part of New Jersey. But we'll get fired up today. We have a lot of business before us. Our objective is to be leaving here in good order today and in a timely fashion. I really hope that we can get to all of the resolutions, those that have been formally submitted on time and those that we voted on yesterday to be raised before us toward the end of this convention. So if we stay close to our agenda, we'll be able to accomplish all of that work. You're waving. You can't hear? Can you hear now? Can you hear me now? Verizon. Delegates and visitors, diocesan staff and guests from our partnership in Southern Africa, the Anglican province of Southern Africa, John Kunkulu Ndengani, Archbishop, and also David Bietka, who are with us by email and prayer this morning. I bring you greetings and God's blessing. And as so many of you know, or some of you know, I come from Baptist roots, and so I hope you will indulge me in a somewhat lengthy prayer. So would you join me in prayer? O most gracious and merciful God, in the beginning, you created everything that your children were able to know through the experiences of their senses. And yet in time, it became clear to you that our senses alone could not contain the true, incarnate mystery of your love for all creation. Following the story of the first Adam, you extended humankind's ability to reach beyond the garden, to experience the sixth sense of knowing the presence of the new Adam in our midst. And it was through this sixth sense of holy mystery that Jesus came to us so that your children could know you in all your fullness. A fullness that transcended what we have been taught by our earthly masters, and an earthly knowledge limited by the primary ethers of this world. You gave to us Noah, Moses, Abraham, and Sarah, Hagar, Isaac, and Ishmael, Rachel, and the bountiful discourse of the prophets. In the fullness of time, you brought us to know Elizabeth, Mary, the mother of Jesus, the one crying in the wilderness, Peter, James, and John, and the other disciples, including Judas. Following the betrayal of your Son by a world gone mad, your children were exposed to his joyous resurrection. And then, in your good time, you sent to all who would listen to the eternal words of your Son, your faithful servant and missionary, Paul. It was Paul, through his conversion, who found his earthly senses stripped. And through his subsequent wanderings beyond his earthly senses, God brought him to a new conversion of light and life. Paul, a convert like each of us, tried to share his conversion in ways that made practical sense to those still imprisoned by the world. Paul, through the power of your Son, escaped the gravity pull of earthly thinking, the selfishness of me and mine, and spoke to your children in a new language of us.